I really do hope it falls one more time.
It's going to be savage up in here, folks.
Wow.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 136. We've got our good friends in 6th Century that will be joining us tonight. We've got the Grudge Match with Etched In Embers versus Champion Post Profit happening tonight. And who knows what else is going to happen. I am Kevin Harris.
I'm Lisa Wills.
I'm Matt James.
And I'm Jared Seymour on the phone.
Nobody would even know, Jared. It sounds really good and it looks good.
Okay, cool.
So anyways, so what's everybody been up to in the last 6.5 days?
I am on cloud 9. Architects has announced part 1 of the North American tour. I will be in Boston, New York City, Philadelphia, and DC. I was so happy. Yes, I cried. I cannot wait. Architects.
Nice. Very nice.
That's all I care about right now.
I saw your post, so yeah, that's I wanted to hear you say it out loud. That was fitting.
I'm excited for February because I am going to see Breaking Benjamin acoustic at the Beau Rivage Casino.
Nice.
So
Matt,
I'm excited. I'm excited for 24. Like, this week's been chaos because I've been so busy doing stuff. But I'm excited for 24. I've got some killer shows coming up. You know the band Siamese?
Are they twins?
They are coming to headline my local venue. So I'm excited for that. They're going to rip the place apart.
Yeah, they actually opened up for
I
Barry
got it,
tomorrow.
Jared. I got it.
Thank you.
I just ignored it.
Okay, that's acceptable too.
No, they opened up for Barry Tomorrow, and Barry Tomorrow was here earlier this year. Siamese was the opener with Afterlife and help me.
I can't remember who was on the bill. You went to the show.
I know, I have a terrible memory. Anyway, but I'm also excited because actually I think it's in a week. It's a week from today that I will be at Love Drafts in Pennsylvania, where our guest this evening is going to play. They're on the Any Given Sin bill with Rise Among
Oh,
Rivals.
I did see that. Yes.
Yes, I'm very excited about that.
That's
show.
a sick lineup.
Oh my, it's such a damn good show. It's going to take me 3 hours to get there. I do not care. I will be exhausted at work the next day, wearing a gigantic smile. Too bad. Gonna be there. Can't wait.
That was just like a big.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? I'll tell you, I'll upset her right now, Kevin, right? Who's got the best show of 24? To kick it off. Yes, exactly. You know it. She's mad because Bury Tomorrow, my first show of 2024 is Bury Tomorrow headlining Marble Factory in Bristol with support from We Came as Romans and Kingdom of Giants.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a killer lineup and she's not happy about it.
Anyway.
You know what makes me mad?
What's that?
My camera's working in OBS. Somebody explain that to me.
Man.
Anyway, that is a lot of killer. That's a lot of killer music. I kind of shot my load 2 weekends ago or whatever with the Post Profit, so I haven't targeted the new one yet. But I know I missed out on all the big festivals last year. This year, 23. So I really want to hit one of those at some point.
Are you gonna hit Rockville?
That seems to be like the most, would you say, popular one?
Well, it's the closest one to you.
Okay. Yeah. But there's just so many of them now, right? Like these big ass.
That's all there is anymore.
DWP festivals, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all people want to play anymore. They just want to play festivals.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Sonic Temple lineup is absolutely ridiculous. It is stacked.
Yeah.
We should probably do like an episode or a round table or something on that. Like why is everything progressing that way? to where it's just the big festivals is it's obviously money driven, right? In the sense of you get like a budget deal when you book the band, or more people just go because there's so much, you get every audience because there's so much opportunity there. You know what I mean? Like versus just a headliner and 2 openers, is that dying? Is that gone?
Well,
Let us know in the comments.
It's also more bang for your buck.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you know what it is? It's the fucking Walmart of music shows. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is.
It is. It is. I mean, why go to small shows when you could spend, $1,500, just say all inclusive, maybe, and go see every single band that you're dying to see all year long.
Right. And that's why, like, over here, like, I'll use Bloodstock Festival, for example. Architects are headlining that. There is no UK shows in 2024 because there's a clause because they're paying them so much money to headline it. Then they're not allowed to tour in the UK that year.
Mm-hmm.
The UK exclusive. That's where the money is.
Yep.
It's a damn shame. Or this is the best thing ever. I don't know which one it is. Do you like Walmart or do you like Kroger's? I don't know. It's up to you.
I like Publix.
Or Publix. I don't know how big they are though. Or Aldi. That's a new one. What the fuck is that?
Okay.
Lisa, you don't know what Aldi is?
Of course I do. They're all over the world.
Well, we're just now getting them in the South.
Listen, we're down here in the South. We just got internet 2 years ago.
And little. Thank you, Dan.
No, I'm not even going to say it. No, let's not go there.
Who's in the grudge match? Damn it.
Yeah, let's move on.
In the grudge match, it is our good friends in Etched In Embers versus our good friends in Post Profit. So I guess the question would be, are you ready to get it started?
Let's go.
All right. So you know how it works. 2 videos. Second video plays. You'll see a poll pop up on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch, you're going to put in the comments video number 1 or video number 2. We're going to start off with the challenger, Etched In Embers. We debuted it last week. They are now in the grudge match. It's their new one. It's Happy Song. And this is the beginning of the grudge match. And you're watching the sound.
Days were numbered all along. No way there's just wanna sing them.
Hold on. Let me unmute. I was trying to transfer a video to my computer and it wasn't working very well. So
Jerry.
right?
Yes. It's a great.
Yeah.
What a missed opportunity.
Yeah, it really is.
Such a great video. I love
It
it.
is. It gets a thumbs up from me. Go on, work, please, work. There we go.
It looked like you had to shit that out, literally. Yeah. Anyways, let's roll into video number 2. You'll see the poll pop up. It's post-profit. It is Drug Emporium. It's the Grudge Match, and you're watching the sound.
Well, all of my friends live in my phone. They try to call me, but I guess I'm never home. I'm sorry if you think that I don't care, but maybe I don't wanna say what you need to hear. High school is over, look at us now. Keep it up, my friends, it's just all in your head. It's the same mistakes that you always seem to make. Lead me to water that I'll never fucking drink. So just stick to your guns and act like you don't see. But don't make a case, get out of my face. So what if you high school is over, look at us now. Keep it up, my friends, it's just all in your head. I don't need the closure, save me some time. Never make amends till you're already dead. So why don't you? Nah, you're fucking dead. High school is over. Look at us now. Keep it up, my friends. It's just all in your head. I don't need the closure. Save me some time. Never make amends till you're already dead. It's already over. It's all in your head. Look at us now. You're already dead. I don't need the closure. It's all in your head. Till you're
All right, video number 2. That was Post-Profit and Drug Emporium. And I can tell you right now, the votes are very close. It is 52-48 right now, percentage-wise.
Nice. It's going to be a tight one. Both killer bands, both killer tracks.
So,
Both great videos.
For
And that one
yes,
gets
and
paid.
for you fans that are in there, now's the time to share and tell all your other friends to get in here and vote. So share it out and get your friends in here to vote. So, all right.
We losing Jared. Oh, we've lost Jared.
Yeah, we're having some
I
technical
guarantee he's coming back on his computer.
Oh,
Let me unmute him. There he is. Oh, hold on. Unmute
I'm
yourself.
back,
there.
baby. There you go.
we need to change your mic though.
Yep, that's probably right too. I don't know what the hell's going on here, y'all. I'm having technical.
Hey, look, we're live. We have technical issues.
I see his cat in the background too.
Yeah, yep, she's on the thing. How about that? Is that better?
Yes.
All right, cool. I had to go to a different browser. Chrome's not working still, so I don't know what that's all about.
It's moody. It's all right.
Moody tonight. What a great video though. That's a great video. The Etched in Embers video got me with that pause where it said the break.
Dude,
I was typing and I went.
I literally was on my phone trying to transfer this video to my computer. I thought I did something. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the first time I watched it, when Russ sent it to me, I'm pretty sure I messaged him. I was like, dude, is the video broken?
Yeah, it's not working. In the middle, there's fucked up.
That's all right. No, both great videos, both great bands. You know, we only feature bands here with videos for music that we love and that we think that you're going to love. So mad respect for both Post Profit and Etched in Embers. Great effort on both of their parts.
Yep. 100%. 100%. Couldn't agree more. The comments are rolling in. Looks we got a lot of people here tonight that showed up, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I love
Absolutely, man.
It's a party up in here.
Hold on, let me get a pen so I can start writing these votes down too.
Is
yeah,
the-
we got some YouTube voters. I love it.
Yeah.
I love to see it.
Yeah, that's not going to be easy because they're flooding in, which is great. But yeah,
Yeah,
so,
I mean, yeah, it's a challenge sometimes.
yeah, and people that are on any of the other platforms outside of Facebook, we can see you, YouTube, Twitch, all of that. Please just vote one time. It just makes it easier on us as we have to go through. You can't double vote, so
yeah, we'll catch it.
we'll
Yeah,
catch
and
it.
if you're on Facebook and you can't see the poll, there's a three little lines down at the bottom where you type next to where the hearts are. Click on that and it will pop up with the poll.
Yep. So what are we doing next? Are we bringing in the guests? Let's do it.
Yeah, we've got some guests backstage. I'm very excited to meet them. They are first timers here on the show. Let's bring them in. We got 6th Century.
What's going on?
What's up?
What's up?
What's happening, guys?
Good. We're good.
We're good. How you doing, man?
Let me pull this off so everybody can be seen.
There we go.
Okay. Mark, you with us?
Yeah, I'm just having some technical difficulties at the moment.
That's
Mark, I
okay. It's
feel
a
you,
live
dude.
program.
He's
We catch it and
he's
we
at
welcome-
Jared's house.
Yes.
Yeah, she's in my camera.
I'm
Mine was
actually
fucked up too, Mark. Don't worry about it. It happens. I don't
It's
know.
all right, man.
Technology's a bitch.
It
at the
happens
gas
all the
station
time.
right now, so
Right.
It's all right,
Crazy.
man. We're
can
just
you,
There we go.
There we
go.
there we
Morning.
go.
Oh,
I'm gonna give you a nice backdrop. There you go.
Nice.
Very nice. Okay.
Very live action.
Sort of, I've never had a mirrored one before.
You can
Right.
see the pumps in action. I think Pump 9's
I
got
love
some
it.
stuff going on right now.
Yeah. Is that a Buc-ee's or what is that? It looks pretty big.
I don't know. I'm not too sure. I just pulled over.
Oh man.
I appreciate your candidness.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't fucking
Listen,
know.
you got to do what you got to do in this day and age.
Exactly.
Understood.
Exactly.
I agree 1,000%. If you
Yeah,
need to pull
yeah.
over to
The,
rest
the
stop, do
landscape
that.
mode. The landscape mode will give you more if you turn the phone.
There you go. All right.
Look at that.
Brady's got it.
So,
All right.
who wants to kick this one off?
I'll kick it off.
Okay.
So I will tell you this, guys. I want to know a little info about you guys. Like, how did you guys form? How long you guys have been around? And how'd you get to the point that you're at now?
But introduce
It's,
yourselves first, please.
I guess I'll take that one. My name is Mark. I sing in the band 6th Century. So everybody can go around and introduce
Sure.
themselves. Then I'll take the question.
All right, I'll go next. I'm Brady, and I play drums in 6th Century.
I'm Nick. I play guitar.
So the story isn't that unique. So the Scott, the other member who's not here right now, he and I started demoing, I want to say in 2019. And we released a few singles. They weren't what they are today. We quickly realized we wanted to be a full rock band, so we gave our buddies Nick and Brady a call. They said, "Yeah, let's do it." We, I think the first thing that we filmed was a video, Them Bones cover of Alice in Chains, and we just immediately felt the chemistry in the room, and it was on from there. We just kept going, video after video after video, and we love it, man. We just we enjoy the process. We enjoy writing and just everything about it. It's a lot of fun.
Cool. So the song that we're playing now is Misery. And who'd you guys do Misery with?
What
recording
do you mean?
or the video?
Yeah, the recording. Who did all your mastering on it and all that kind of stuff? Who'd you
that
produce it?
song is produced by Grant McFarlane, Carson Slovak at Atrium Audio.
Okay.
They worked on bands like give me a couple names, Brady.
August Burns Red.
August Burns
August
Red,
Burns
From
Red.
Ashes to New.
Candlebox, Everclear. Man, Texas in July.
A lot of bands.
Carousel Kings. I mean, they do a lot of bands, a lot of great bands.
They do a lot of bands. They're great guys, and we have a wonderful time working with them. It's just the process is very seamless.
So did you do that one song, or did you do multiple songs with them?
We did the whole EP, Outer Worlds, Inner Demons, with those guys, and we're working on a new album. Release date to be determined, but that will be with those guys as well.
That's some big names. That's killer. For the audience members,
we're really lucky.
Yeah. For the people that are watching on the live that may be like new to you guys that haven't heard of you before, what's the live situation like? Like, where are you guys playing out? We were talking before y'all jumped on. I think you were backstage. You might have heard us talking about like the festival shit, all the big shows, versus like smaller shows or one headliner with two openers. Like, what's y'all's take on booking shows right now in end of 2023? Like, what have you done? What do you see, and what are you planning for?
Yeah, it's so tough, man. It's
That's a good question.
Feel free to divide it amongst yourselves.
Listen, we'll play any show pretty much, and
right.
But we've been focused on building the catalog pretty much, writing the songs, developing a bit of a presence on social media. We've been doing it that way. We didn't intend to do it that way. We always wanted to be a live band and play shows, which we are, but we wanted to do that coming out the gate at first. And we were not able to do it that way. So we just focused on the other half of it. And I think we're lucky that we did that, because things have, I'd say they have gone our way.
Are y'all spread apart, or are y'all all in the same town?
Yeah, we're kind of all over the place.
Yeah, but not far. Like
Not far.
maybe like 40 minutes from each other. So it's not like we're like one dude's in Florida and one dude's in PA or whatever.
40 minutes though, that's still like, that's not an easy practice schedule, right? It's not easy getting everybody in the room together with that kind of drive.
Bad. We can hop in the car and go to the rehearsal spot. Sometimes we would rehearse once a week.
Yeah, that's dedication though. I mean, we talk to a lot of bands nowadays, and with the internet and live streaming and all this other stuff, like you mentioned, some of them are multiple states away. They record something, send to the other guy, he adds it, which I think is cool in and of its own self, that technology is even at that point and that we can do shit like that. But like, I remember when you had to actually like get in the garage or the bedroom like 2 to 3 times a week. So it's cool to hear that you guys are still doing that, the old school.
You have to adapt. You have to really adapt to the changes. Our dream is to record an analog album, but like you said, you have people in different states sending each other tracks. This guy sends the vocal, this guy sends the guitar stem, whatever. You just got to roll with it, and that's pretty much your modern band.
100%.
I also wonder how much value you're going to get though out of an album nowadays anyway, it seems like most bands, most success, drop a new single like every 4 to 6 weeks. You get the
we've
youth
heard
out of
that.
that single, and then you move on to the next one. Because if you just drop an album, you're sort of losing the content, application, et cetera, to be able to promote your music.
Totally.
But it looks like you guys, you've been around since 2019.
Well, yes, and what's happened, oddly enough, with a couple of the songs, especially one called Winter Rain, it's sort of had this like rebirthing effect over and over. We released it, I think, in 2022, in May of 2022, and it took about a year, 11 months to a year for the song to catch on, and we're still seeing positive growth with that one song. So I'd say it's really all about the music. Whether you drop an album or you're doing your 4 to 6 week increment releases. This is just my opinion. I think it matters and it doesn't matter. And that's really a shitty answer, but
Well, it depends on how you promote it. It depends on how I think if you guys started in 2019 and then obviously you were hit by the pandemic, so everyone was stifled, right? You had no choice but then to turn to social media to let people hear and see your music.
Right. We worked on a lot of videos at that point.
But you've done it really well. I love how interactive and funny you guys are on social media. I do. I enjoy watching your social media content. I like how seriously that you take it.
Yeah, we try not to take ourselves too seriously. It's a joke.
Right.
And it's rock and roll. You can't take it seriously.
It's engageable content, and it's, the fans seeing you as human beings. They're seeing your personalities come out in that content, which is great.
I think we've been pleasantly surprised with the feedback from people, and it's something I never expected. I never thought in a million years that even 5 people would get an emotional response from a song, and to see hundreds, if not thousands, of people commenting and saying they've been affected by the songs getting them through their divorce, or they hit a low point in life, yet they keep listening to this song and it's helping them in a small way. That means the world to me and the guys, and that's something you can't put a price tag on. It's touching, man. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and it's crazy how the social media side of it helps you grow. And I'll touch on how I came to find out about you guys. Was about a year ago, maybe a little bit longer. I got an invitation from my good man Abe Gascon to the Sickos. I'd not even heard of you guys, and I was like, well, if Abe's invited me to this band group, I need to be checking them out. Checked you out, and I was like, who is this? Right? And then follow on from a year, I followed you on Spotify and all that, and then Misery popped up on my Spotify radar, and boom, it got added to the Sound radio station.
That's awesome.
That's very
That's
cool.
awesome. Thank you.
Awesome to hear that.
So it shows you that social media presence and you doing those candid type of videos and having the fan group, it works.
And Abe's a great guy. He's a pure music fan at his core, and he's in it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's fantastic. Great guy.
He's okay.
He's all right. He's whatever.
He's right. He picks his nose, whatever.
He's not polishing his head in the closet.
Whoa, easy. Whoa.
Abe is such a proponent of modern music. He does a lot of good for the community. So
he does.
He's got the sickness. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah,
there's no doubt about it.
Yeah,
like I said, if Abe's inviting me to someone or telling me I need to listen to someone, I know I need to listen to them. He's got a good ear for it and stuff. And found you guys, and I was like, wow, who are these guys? Because I've seen you like referring to yourselves as like fans of Five Finger Death Punch and Disturbed like that, and I can hear that. Is that? I'm presuming those bands are your influences in a way.
Mean in the descriptions? Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's not a marketing tactic or anything.
No, not at all.
No.
But I can hear a little bit of Five Finger in there.
Well, so what people have people really sort of created that thing. We didn't. We sort of ran with it, but it was definitely the fans that said, "Oh, your singer sounds like David Draymond, or you guys are kind of like a cross between Breaking Benjamin and I forget what they said, Avenged Sevenfold or Five Finger Death Punch, or one of those bands." And we just we posted those comments, and they just kept coming over and over again. So it's an honor to be compared to those great bands, especially Five Finger, who we got the opportunity to open for in real life, which was unbelievable.
That's
awesome. It's cool to see. It's cool to see people comparing us at that level.
Yeah. So who are your personal influences that you all bring into the band's sound?
Ooh, that's a good question, because I know all of us have a lot of similar ones, but a lot of different ones. Like for me, I'm a huge, like, Papa Roach is a big one for myself. Godsmack is another big one. Of course, I love, Five Finger Death Punch, Breaking Benjamin, 3 Days Grace, all those bands. Yeah, there's a lot of my influences, I could say, for myself.
It's a lot of legacy acts.
For sure. Yeah, it's good to have like a different variety of bands, you know what I mean? Not just like rock, you know what I mean? There's, of course, different genres and stuff like that. But I know the other guys like a lot of different stuff from what I like, which I think kind of, really helps with the band's sound and having all these influences and stuff like that. You can just kind of create our own thing with it, having those influences.
So Nick, how about you?
I'm more like boy band stuff, like
So the
like
hair.
no, I'm just kidding.
Dude, I wanted you to rattle them off, dude. I wanted you to sell that.
I was
wanted you to
really
sell
trying to sell it, but I couldn't think of like one
Oh,
single
come on.
one off the like
So
top
you're
of
a
my
really
head.
serious
Hold on,
NSYNC fan. Like,
There
tell
you
us
go.
all about
Yeah.
it. Like, I want to know.
Yeah, you're fucking LFO, man. LFO.
Oh yeah. Were they the ones that had like
Menudo.
Menudo.
What was the band that had a song about New Kids on the Block? Had a bunch of hits.
That
or
was
something?
them. That was them.
That
wasn't
was
it?
them.
I think
Isn't
that was
that
them.
LFO?
So
Was
you're
that
a
who that
closet
is?
fan.
Oh.
You're a closet fan. I like it.
I've heard it once or twice.
Yeah.
Well, Eminem also had a song about new kids on the block. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really just a fan of music in general. Like my listening tastes are like all over the map. So if it sounds cool, I like it. I don't really care what it is, but mainly rock stuff is, we like a lot of the same, but I think I'm more of like the heavier dude in the band. Like as far as like metal is concerned, I think.
Give me some names, Nick.
Yeah, we want to know.
I love Behemoth.
Oh, so
Okay, now we're talking.
Okay.
Periphery is a big
Like
one for
Pig-
me.
Pig Destroyer.
Big Destroyer. No, not so much. Cannibal Corpse, like
Ooh,
But then I like Coldplay. So it's like, you know what I mean? Who knows?
To me, that means you're a true music fan.
Yeah, I guess so.
If you're really into music, you can like those extremes, and it makes total sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds cool. I love it.
All right, Mark, tag, you're it.
Like a lot of 90s, early 2000s rock, definitely influenced by singers, Lane Staley, Brent Smith, Chris Cornell. I like Sting. My tastes in music are, they change drastically sometimes. Like I'm into a band from the UK called Spangle. It's like electronic, a lot of different, they take a lot of different Indian and Middle Eastern and Turkish music and roll it into one. I like a lot of Middle Eastern traditional music, constantly changing. But I think singers, like, guys that came from the late 90s, early 2000s, for me, like Lane Staley, Scott Weiland.
Ooh, yeah. Surge.
that kind of stuff. Surge Tachyon.
Yeah. All right.
For
Well,
sure.
how about this? Why don't we go ahead and play your video for
Yeah.
Misery? Kevin, do you
Hold
have
on.
that?
Hold on. I do, but I also have another video.
Oh.
Nice.
What is that?
That's my dad's band from the 80s. They're one of my favorites. Bash Nasty, shout out.
All
Nice.
right.
Yeah, you hit the shout out, dude.
Papa
Nice.
Heard.
I like that.
I want
Well done.
y'all were talking about influences and stuff like that, and you guys have done some covers. So I wanted to show this video for not the full video, but for a brief moment, and let everybody see it. Then we'll talk and go into Misery. But here's this one. All right. So
That was cool.
when you pick a song, how do you pick a song to cover?
Oh man, I think we like doing the no songs. I've noticed in this band, like we like doing the songs that nobody wants to hear a band cover, you know. But that'd be a good question for Mark. I
think that one was like that one was like a random thing, if I remember, and
the no songs. I like that,
like,
Brady.
I think we just kind of stumbled upon it and just said, let's try it and see what happens. And we had a lot of fun shooting that one. And now that I think about it, I remember seeing like comment on it and people were like, oh man, I'm so sick of these bands and wearing masks and shit. And it was like our whole idea,
They
like
called us edgelords. They said,
yeah,
good
like
job, edgelords.
we like shot it around, like I think we released it around like close to Halloween, and it was like Rob Zombie. So we were like, we gotta do something kind of horror themed. Like we obviously do not wear masks when we play live or any other videos, but
there wasn't much thought
compliment.
put
I thought
into it.
It
wasn't like
it added to the video. I thought it was cool.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, it was just I remember like hearing that because we have like a folder of so many demos. You know, there's some cover stuff in there. There's a lot of original stuff, and I remember just hearing the instrumental for it. And I think I like hit up Mark one day. I was like, dude, like, what is this? Because this sounds like I knew what it was, but I was like, dude, like, when did you guys do this? Because we got to do it. You know what I mean? I thought it was super killer and unique in its own way, but paying homage to such a great artist. You know, Rob Zombie's the shit. Obviously, that's a White Zombie tune, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I think we just gravitate doing the songs that are no songs. You know, we got a lot of shit for doing Them Bones and. Of course, you know, More Human Than Human. And I think we did an STP song, which actually was received well, but you know, it is what it is. We like kind of, I don't know, making people feel uncomfortable about it. You know, we just do what we want to do. You know, we don't care. Let's go for it.
That was kind of a quick decision too, from what I can remember. I know we tracked it and then Brady's like, yeah, dude, why don't you like take it seriously, like let's put it out. We shot a video in like 2 weeks afterwards, and that was it, man. And I I didn't purposely try to cover. Sorry, Rob. I didn't mean to cover that song. Like, it was just like, I don't know. We did it, put it out, and that's it. You know, there wasn't much thought put into it.
So my question
I think
is,
it was. I think it was great.
Thank you.
and I saw a lot of people doing it during like the pandemic, is when they're between singles or they're in the middle of recording and they don't have that next single ready, they'll go knock out a cover real quick, do a
'Cause
video
it's-
for it, and
right.
and put that out. Is that something that is on a regular basis for you guys, or is that something you guys do
No.
too often, or?
No, I don't think we planned it at all like that. We just had some covers that we wanted to do. We still have one or two in the pipeline that we're toying with or debating putting it out there. So we don't know. Yeah, I don't think it was a in-betweener kind of song in any way.
Because everybody knows I love the covers.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Anyway,
yeah, it's a funny thing with the covers. Like, I know bands have been doing covers forever, right? But like, I think about it from the, like, going back to the early 2000s, you know, like Limp Bizkit did the George Michael song, right? Like, that whole record is fucking phenomenal. $3 Bill, y'all. But that's the song that broke them because people already knew it, right? You know, and it was like,
Yeah, Nick.
you can siphon off people that would otherwise ignore you. And I'm not saying that's why y'all did the covers. I'm just saying, like, covers in general. But then they pay attention to it. Or you can play a cover at a live show, but because people already know the song, they know the change is coming. They know the lyrics. They may not know your music yet, any band, not just you guys. But it's just funny how that works, you know. And it's like, it's a cool card to play. And I think you guys did the song justice for sure. It sounded great. Video was super cool too. That I like the spin that you put on it. So yeah, it's fun.
They did another one of my favorite Stone Temple Pilot songs, and Dead and Bloated.
Okay. What, a video as well? You guys got it? Or was it?
Well, since you asked, Jared,
that was a transition.
That was like a lockdown video, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am smelling like a rose that somebody gave me on my birthday deathbed. I am smelling like a rose that somebody gave me, 'cause I'm dead and bloated.
all right, that's killer, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that very much.
Not an easy one to tackle.
Yeah, I think that was like a lockdown one, right? We were just like,
Yeah.
couldn't go anywhere, like right at the height of the pandemic, and we were like, oh, it'd be fun to film ourselves and put it together.
Yeah, it was just kind of like on the spot kind of thing. We're like, oh, this sounds pretty cool. We love the song, and like Nick said, we just decided to throw it out there, you know, during lockdown.
So
I think we should do
Russ,
more of those videos. I think we should do more covers and more sync-throughs and playthroughs.
So Russ from Etched In Embers wanted to know what key you guys do Dead and Bloated in.
What key is it in?
Oh,
Yeah,
It's
they're like,
normal
fuck,
key.
I don't know. We just played the chord.
I think it was album key.
It's not
if I
dropped,
remember.
dude.
I mean, it was a while ago, but I think
Yeah,
it was
I don't-
album key. Yeah.
I don't think
There you
it's. There's no. Yeah. standard or drop D, whatever the
Yeah, I think there's
album
drop
key
D.
is.
No finagling, Russ.
No.
No finagling.
Nah.
You did it true to the song.
Yep.
Right.
All right, let's roll into. Let's talk about Misery. Tell
Yeah,
us a
let's
little
hear
bit
it.
about. So tell us about Misery.
I can tell you all about Misery, man. Sucks.
Oh,
Song or misery as the
song,
word.
yeah.
You know, what do you want to know about the song?
Well, we always say tell us everything or tell us nothing. So you be the judge there.
I think Brady is more fit to answer the question than myself, so I'm going to let Brady handle this one.
Oh man, I don't know if that's a good idea. I just know that I think we wrote it for that Kathy Bates movie, Misery. That's fine. I can picture her just whacking that dude's freaking ankles, man.
I want to help you so much. I want to hurt you.
Yes, that's the theme
Your
song for
biggest
that
fan.
movie. Years and years later. Yeah, I just think it's one of those tunes, you know what I mean? Like that's like a super relatable song that people can kind of like, I don't know, distress while listening to. I mean, that's just kind of my perspective on it. I know Mark has a very great explanation behind the song. Obviously, it's a lot more in depth than that. But yeah, I just think it's one of those fun tunes, and it's kind of fast paced and kind of gets you going. But like I said, it's very relatable, kind of what people are going through personally.
All
Yeah,
right.
I was going through some shit at the time. This was November 2022, maybe. I was going through a difficult period in my life, and I think it just translated to paper and then translated to sonically music.
That's usually how it goes.
Well, we're gonna roll into it. For those of you still watching, please stick around towards the end of the show. If Jared gives me the approval, we have a little surprise for you guys at the end of the show. But I don't even know if Jared's seen it yet to give me yes or no to watch it.
No, I haven't, but I can see it in the queue, so I know what you're talking about. But let's fire off the video. I'm anxious to.
All right, here we go. Here is 6th Century, and you're watching The Sound.
Save me from my misery. I can't seem to put these pieces
All right. That is one hell of here. Okay, here's what I'm gonna say about that song. And Jared is probably gonna shit himself when I say this.
Bracing
But that
for
song
impact.
right there is the epitome of what FM fucking radio does not fucking pay attention to, because their asses are so stuck in the 90s and early 2000s that they don't realize that there's fucking good music being produced by good fucking bands right now in the present day.
Wow. That's a
Oh,
huge
thank you.
compliment, man.
Huge.
Thank
I
you.
want
so
that.
much.
you
I
so
want that
much.
clip, Jared. I want that
clip
clip.
it. Kevin
you
comes
very
from a
much.
radio. Yeah, he comes from a radio background, like heavily, and he knows what he's talking about. But you don't have to come from a radio background if you listen to FM radio, at least where we're at. And
Yeah.
Kevin, we have a good relationship with the guys there,
Right.
And
No,
our-
absolutely.
right. So it's hard to like say this, but it's nationwide. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, Matt. Even in the UK, right? Like I don't know how it is over there. There's like this predetermined thing that they have to play, and I don't know if they know
Say
that
it.
works, so
Say
stick
it.
with what works, or if there's money involved, or like how
There
that
you go.
No,
yeah, exactly. But that's why we started this show, was because that song right there. Why not kick it off on a radio station somewhere if I'm a DJ? Like I think that's how radio used to be,
Well,
right?
the formats are, I think it's changing. I think people, maybe they won't change. I don't know. But we can say that our fans are really awesome, loyal fans. And I know that they've requested it over 100 times, multiple 100 times between that and Winter Rain, Misery and Winter Rain, to Octane, to local FM radio stations.
Mhm.
And for whatever reason, either we don't get enough votes, or who knows, man? No rhyme or reason. A lot of great bands don't get played on the radio, so I don't know. I mean,
my honest opinion
I'm not
is
complaining.
radio, the programmers and things like that are too afraid to stick their necks out to take a chance on the newer stuff, because it is a financial thing, and it's been said. So I will tell you what I know from the inside of
You mean
what
bands are
I've been
paying for
told and what's been
music to be
said
on the radio?
publicly. Do what now?
You mean bands are paying for their music to be on the
No,
radio, or labels
that's not
are
what-
paying for the music
Nope,
to be on the
nope.
radio?
I'm not even going to say that.
Preach, brother.
When I was really heavily in radio, you had that's when Alice in Chains and Tool and all of that was new or newer when I first got into radio.
Great time.
Nirvanas and things like that. That's what those bands are playing now. At that time, I was 20 something years old. I'm now 50 years old.
They're still
I'm the
playing the
money
same
maker.
stuff, is what you're
I'm
saying.
I'm the one that spends the money. I'm going to listen to that, which I don't, but I'm going to listen to that. And that's why they're still playing it, is because those people that were younger listening to it are now the breadwinners of the households and spending the money on the people that are advertising with those radio stations.
Right.
Yeah,
And
I get
So it's not labels or bands paying for it. They're gearing towards the people where the finance is at,
right.
where the economics is at.
Yeah,
So.
and you touched on it perfectly there, Kevin. The FM radio and satellite radio, and over here, like our satellites, like called DAB, they are too scared to look at these newer artists that are coming into the scene, unless they've got someone who's backing them up and is reputable and is putting it under their nose and like, you have to play this.
Let's just
And that's
stop
the
being
issue
scared.
we've got
There's a
in
lot of great
because I will
bands,
tell you
especially
now,
in Pennsylvania, man.
right? There
We
is
have a
so
lot of
many
peers
bands.
that are awesome.
Yeah, there's so many bands out there, right? I know a lot of them. I'm good friends with a few of them, like, you guys, Etched In Embers and stuff like that, that are better than the bands that Octane are playing.
I'll give it to Octane in the sense of that they seem to be trying to push the envelope forward, right? But like FM, again, I don't listen to every FM station in the United States, but I've never heard anybody. I don't know if you're in the comments, you're watching live on the replay, tag a damn radio station that plays
tag the
like
radio
newer
station.
stuff. Yeah, and let us know, because the bands that watch this and we'd love to tune in. We'd love to hear it. And you don't have to do it every single song. I get it. Like the point Kevin's trying to make. You can play Alice in Chains songs. I mean, you guys covered it, right? You can play even going back further, an AC/DC song. Everybody fucking knows it. Everybody loves it. It's a safe play. But why can't we throw in X number an hour, X number a day or a week, or at a, like we do on our station, we have different blocks or whatever. Slide in a couple songs like what we're talking about.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
I'm just very grateful for stations like your station, because it's a legitimate voice of the people. And if you had decentralized radio, let's say, out there, like, cryptocurrency or something, you would actually have people voting for what they want to hear on the radio. But radio has changed so much. Now you got Spotify and you've got all these other music listening platforms. So people are kind of listening to what they want to listen to. So I think the whole thing gets lost in some giant washing machine. I mean, we don't write for the radio or think about it that much. And we love what we do and play music. And if it gets on the radio or anywhere, we're just thrilled and happy that people are receptive and listening to it.
I forgot who I was listening to the other day, but I forgot what artist it was, what musician it was. It just happened to scroll through and I happened to see it. But he made a point of, if you're writing for the fans or if you're writing for radio, you're not an artist.
Right. You're playing to the gallery at that point. You don't want to play to the gallery. You want to write for what you got inside.
I watched a bunch of podcast guys talking about that for your podcast topics. You can go broad and try to sell products, and that's going to work better, or you can go more narrow and probably have a more engaged audience and be more specific and more thorough in your coverage of whatever topic.
People actually do that?
Yes.
People actually talk about trying to write for a particular base or whatever?
No, but I think what Kevin's referring to is like bands, and you can do kind of both at the same time. But like, you obviously know, to get on the radio, it's got to be a certain length of time. And now you can narrow it down to like the BPM, how long the verse should be versus the chorus. Like, there's a formula. That's not anything new, right? Then you layer on top of that, what Lisa was talking about earlier is, do you just release singles or you do albums? Well, albums are dying off because if you release it all at once, that doesn't work in a social media world because you get lost in the mix. If you write an album, I've referred to it before, I think, on the show, but like, to me, Kevin hates Tool. They wrote fucking albums.
That's a good
Pink
example
Floyd.
is Tool, because they've, look at Anima. You've got Stinkfist, you've got H, you've got Eulogy, 46 and 2, lots of singles on that album, and
Tons
beyond your normal length.
Now,
like, you got 4 minutes and 40 seconds.
Singles, right? Like, they get away with something that nobody else can because of the way they write and the talent level they have. But to write an albums used to have like ebbs and flows, heavy, sit back, or I mean, there's every way to do it, but the songs were put together in an order that made sense, right? Now it's kind of just like, throw it at the wall, does it stick? Throw it out the wall, does it stick? Throw it at the wall, does it stick?
It's interesting that you're mentioning that, because that's exactly the mentality that we're using right now to write the album that we're working on in the studio.
Well, we
it's
talk,
Pink Floyd, it's the Dark Side of the Moon, it's Anima, it's 10,000 Days, it's the track listing is so important to us.
Yeah, and you're going against the grain, which I think is cool, but you're also taking a risk, because there's a reason why people are doing it the way they're doing it, because that increases your chance for success, right. not creativity. And
but no,
I also
or Lisa.
I also think, okay, sorry. I also think in our, I haven't listened to an FM station in probably 20 years. I feel, for me, in the area where I live in Fredericksburg, Virginia, there is no FM station that is giving me the music that I want to hear, right? Which is why social media is so important for bands like 6th Century, up and comers, to get their music out there, because how else are people going to find you? Otherwise, they're listening to FM stations with songs that they're playing that are at least 20 years old. And
Well,
quite frankly, I don't want to hear it.
That goes back to what Mark said earlier, though, about cryptocurrency and like the decentralization of, I think, Mark, you said FM radio stations. Well, technologically, that has already happened, right? Anybody, for idiots like us, can go start a digital online radio station, and many people do. The problem is,
Well,
and
the
Kevin,
FM station. Sorry, go ahead.
no, I was going to say, it's not without, I was going to make that point, Mark. I think, Kevin, you can attest to this, right? We're a digital station. Okay. We're a online station. And I think we have a little bit different than some. We have an app, right, that you can download, and the radio station's in that app. I'm not just being self-promoting here. What I'm saying is that an XM radio, that's built into your car. You turn the car on, boom, it's right there. If you pay for the subscription, you get it. It starts playing. FM, regardless, starts playing, right? And there's still, Kevin, this is the part I was talking to you about. There's still this allure, and I'm not saying it's right or wrong, that if I'm on an FM station, it's more real than a digital station, right? And so that psychology there is something to pay attention to. And then on the digital side, it's up to like podcasts and things like the sound, like we are, to work our asses off and market ourselves and be like innovate to take over that psychology and make our thing the cooler thing instead of FM.
Right.
No,
I think that.
Go ahead, Lisa. Nope.
I was going to say, I think Ann and Melissa, Wes also mentioned another one, but 99.7 The Blitz in Columbus, Ohio, seems to play some new rock. Like they seem to be on the cusp, sort of like we are, playing those newer artists that maybe people haven't heard of yet, but are trying to introduce that new music, into the fold.
Yeah. So let me ask you this:
few and far between.
But on a station like that with the Blitz out of Columbus, Ohio, what was the big ass fucking festival that they had in Ohio for years?
Well, they have Sonic Temple.
No. There was one before that they played at the Crew Stadium. I'll have to look.
Rock on the Range?
No, it's Carolina. No. Oh, you're right. It is Rock on the Range.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Rock on the
So
Range,
Danny Wimmer,
which is now Sonic Temple.
Right, but it started as Rock on the Range. So that station, and it's in Columbus, Ohio, and those Danny Wimmer spends a lot of time bringing in bands like this. So that station's going to support that because that market has that.
Right. Well, FM stations also, they're all connected to what's going on locally, like the hockey game and, this event, that event. So obviously they're going to have some sort of pull, or, there's going to be certain requests and demands that are cardinal. They're just going to stay the way they are.
Right.
Change.
Sort of reminds me of like when before cable, like we had channels 1 through 13. That's what FM radio reminds me of.
Yeah. And that's a good system if you're in control of it. Like back in the 90s and early 2000s before the internet. That's a great system because you control all the levers, So I don't know.
It's
I don't want to
changing. No, we appreciate everybody. We appreciate the FM dudes, like the guys from York, from Harrisburg, from Philly. All these dudes have supported us from the beginning, and we're super appreciative of these guys. Can they play us in certain times? That to be determined. But it's really, I think they're just different animals, like you said. Like you guys, the internet radio, the satellite, the FM. They're all different animals for different purposes, and I think people are wising up and catching on to what they want to listen to and why. But,
that was a great way to sum it up for sure.
Well, and I can tell you this because your main chart that people pay attention to is media base, and you're not going to find, other than Octane, you're not going to find one digital station on media base, and media base is what everybody justifies. Hey, they're a fucking monster band now. They're number one on media base. It's not Billboard. It's not, and Billboard's great. Don't get me wrong. And it's not the SMR chart, but that's great too. Everybody who thinks, hey, you've made it, it's based off a fucking media base. And Media Base, the only digital station on Media Base is Octane.
Yeah.
Everything else is FM.
Well, that was fun. I like that. I like that.
I like
honestly.
I like
We went right down the rabbit hole.
talking
Yeah,
about
Request
it.
mystery.
Yeah, that we have a band that we dig, that we can have these. I like those kind of conversations because we talk to a lot of bands. I like that it went in a different area. Guys, what do y'all have coming up for 2024 that y'all can talk to us about and to the people that are watching on the live?
Oh, we can tell you we have a fantastic show coming up December 13th at Love Drafts, playing with some really great bands, including Lives Lost. Our friend Tanis is the singer of that band. And we're also playing with Any Given Sin. So it should be a great show. Everybody's got to come out to this one. It's going to be awesome.
And Dead Eyes is also on that. So.
Yes, Dead Eyes.
Oh my God, I forgot about Dead Eyes.
Right,
I'm gonna lose my mind.
You best be vid chatting me for from the start to the finish of that show.
I'm sorry, what?
2024 is somebody want to take 2024? We can't talk about it too much because there's
I knew it. That's why I said whatever you can tell us. But
there's
give
a
us,
couple things happening. But like we said, we're working on an album in the studio with the guys we were talking about, and it's turning out awesome.
Yeah, we're about wrapped up on it actually.
Yeah,
we're close. We're close. And,
so can we expect the new single from the album like early 24?
I think so.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we just released the second one. What was that, like 2 weeks ago? I think
so.
Seraphim, it's called. So yeah, I think the plan is maybe early 24 for the next one.
We might drop something on you. Yeah,
nice.
And we're going. This is a full length album, so it's going to have a lot of songs on it.
Sounds
good. If people were trying to find you, or the easiest way to get a hold of you, where would they go?
They just knock on Brady's door.
They can just always knock on my door. If you know where I live, a lot of people seem to know where I live and show up randomly sometimes. So it's a small town.
The weirdest things happen to Brady in York, Pennsylvania. This is not a lie.
That is not a lie. It's never a dull moment here in my hometown, and it's starting to get a little bit broader. That one day we were on campus, we rooms at Rock Lidditz.
Yeah.
So we decided to go. There's a place called the Kitchen in Pod 2. There's a bunch of different pods. So we go in there. Me and Nick are going to order food, and the lady who was working behind the desk was getting ready to take my order. I told her what I wanted, and you have to put your name in. She's like, "Yeah, Brady Hearn, you're the drummer in 6th Century." I was like, "All right then." She's like, "I love your puppy, Winter Rain. I follow you on social media." I was like, "That's crazy. That's like an hour or so from my house." I'm like, "Wow, like you never know who knows who you are."
Yeah,
Brady is getting wider every day.
That sounds like great content for your TikTok channel. Just telling those stories, like, or like if you could have filmed that while after it happened or something.
Oh, for sure, man. Yeah, that's definitely content.
Yeah, film me walking away like nobody cares.
Yeah, exactly.
Standing next to me, and Nick's like,
and then
you're like, "Who's this guy? Your bodyguard?"
Yeah,
yeah. Sorry.
That's
some interesting interactions going on, but I mean, I'm very grateful and humble that people, recognize me for what I love to do, and stuff like that. I'm very humbled for it. So,
well, I'm super stoked to meet you guys and see you next week in Pennsylvania. I'm so excited for this. If people want to find you, where can they find you across the socials?
Who wants to answer that one?
Linktree, baby.
That's all you, bro.
So you go to our TikTok. If you go to our YouTube, you go to our Instagram or Facebook. At that when the hands point down to the link, you click that link, the little bio link, and that goes to everything. It's a link tree. So that shows you our Spotify. It shows you the website, the merch, Facebook, Instagram, everything, all the socials.
Lisa's gonna love the fact that you've got a link tree. So many bands don't.
Linktree is awesome, man. Like you can literally put everything in there, and it's so accessible for people. It's very easy. You know what I mean? It's can't go wrong.
No.
But yeah. Oh, I have one more thing I want to add. A fun little fact about Misery is the original title track of that song was called "Steroids Are Good." So I just wanted to throw that out there.
Nice, I like it.
That was
That's a
before the
180.
lyrics were written.
Working titles are fun.
Working titles are something very unique that this band has. There's some really good ones. So I wish we would have kept that originally.
That's killer. I think that's pretty cool.
Well, yeah. Thank you guys for coming on.
Yep.
We appreciate
Yeah.
your time. Thanks for getting to chat with us. It's a pleasure to meet you all.
Very nice to meet you guys.
Yeah,
as
thanks
well.
for having us. Yeah.
Yeah, thank
Absolutely.
you, and
Definitely.
congratulations on being at the top of the Dirty 30.
Hell
That's
yeah.
it.
Thank you
Great.
so
Very
much.
excited. Thank you
Great.
very much.
DM you my email address so that you can send me the new music.
Fantastic. Sounds good, man. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thanks,
you guys.
See you in a
Later.
week.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Take
Good
care.
night.
Thank you so much.
Later.
Bye.
Rock and roll.
All right.
That was
Where we at?
awesome.
Where we at?
Love that.
There we go.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that seem like some good guys. Man. I like the music.
they're
and,
Oh, I
dudes.
can't wait. 1 week, face to face, boots on the ground.
boots on the ground. I like it.
Yes.
Definitely.
So, Jared, do I have your permission?
Fire it off.
All right, here we go. I'm not even going to intro it. Just watch and enjoy.
Jared Seymour. Good to see you, Jared, and thanks for coming by the 4 o'clock show.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me.
Well, this is going to be cool. It's going to be Saturday. It's going to be kind of chilly, and you put together a great lineup.
My name is Jared Seymour. I'm the co-founder of the Sound 228.
And I'm Kevin Harris. I am the other co-founder of the Sound 228.
So I approached him about doing a live stream show on the internet in November 25th. We kicked it off, episode 1, and it's been a wild ride from local bands to promotions to live streaming live shows to COVID to now national exposure with national artists from all across the country that we play on the show, to our own app, to our own music festival, Rockin' the Sound.
So Rockin' the Sound, as most people know, music festivals are the in thing now. And we figured, we sat down and talked about it. We had talked about it for a couple of years about doing our own festival. And we'd done our own shows, promoted our own concerts, the Summer Throwdown, Dirty 30 Fest, and things like that. But we hadn't really jumped in both feet to do a full-blown outdoor festival. And that's kind of where Rockin' the Sound kind of got its formation, and then we just chatted. We figured out we'd put a list together of bands that we wanted, and we just slowly chipped away to see where we could do and find the agents and go from there to book the show. And we ended up starting everything off with Nonpoint being our headliner for Rockin' the Sound in 2023. I think the first thing we did was, once we decided, it was, okay, we want to do it at Point Cadet. I mean, that's been the idea from the get-go, from the inception of being able to do a festival, was we wanted to do Point Cadet. So it was a matter of contacting the city. Hey, what dates are available? And once they shot us some dates, we kind of worked around that and said, okay, this will probably be the best date for us. It's 7-8 months out. If we can get a headliner within the next month or so, we can start promoting and start putting that date together and then figuring out the rest of the bands. But what the cool thing was is once we found the date, we started reaching out to the booking agents and said, hey, we're wanting to do our own music festival. And some of the booking agents came back and said, hey, we got all these bands and we got all these bands. And we just kind of took the best of both worlds and handpicked bands from the different agents and put it together. But it all started with Point Cadet's where we wanted to be at. Let's find the date that we can do it. And then after that, we went from there, building it piece by piece by piece.
We brought rock music back to Point Cadet here in Biloxi, Mississippi for the first time since Hurricane Katrina, which was...
So 18 years?
Yeah, exactly.
Or 17 years, really, 17 and a half to be exact. And it was actually the Saturday before Katrina. And when the concert was over, we were told, evacuate, get the heck out.
Yeah.
Bracing for the worst, bracing for a direct hit. which is just hours away. The Category 5 Hurricane Katrina is just hours from
Gulfport, Pascagoula, this is just going to be outright massive, even with 100 miles an hour.
It sounds like the doomsday scenario. Be right back.
Katrina. Massive damage here from Mobile.
So we had a little bit of rain move in, which made setup a little bit difficult. And then, of course, behind the rain came the 40-degree weather. But that was, I mean, I think that was the biggest hiccup. And it was something that we can't control. Outside of that, we did our best. I mean, yeah, there were some hiccups along the way, but nothing that we couldn't control and nothing that we couldn't take care of immediately.
Yeah, as soon as we showed up to the venue and started to set up, I don't think the city really realized the type of production that we were going to put on, because they didn't think that we needed the amount of power that we needed, and we had to actually get a city electrician to come down and rewire some of the breaker boxes that they had down there to juice up the power just to run all the speakers and production gear that we had. So that was hiccup number one, like Kevin said, as far as like a logistical standpoint.
Right.
And definitely Mother Nature decided she didn't want to cooperate with us and gave us 40-degree temperatures when just 2 days before that it was immaculate.
Right.
78, 82 degrees. Dealing with the logistics of just managing that many people, from production to bands to stage hands to security to parking. I mean, it really was an eye-opener for us, the type of planning, the type of execution that goes into a festival like that. It was a 2-day event if you think about the fact that we had a pre-party the night before, which the pre-party in and of itself was a stacked lineup, more along the lines of what we were used to doing.
So we ended up having 6 bands for a pre-party, and we put 3 bands inside, put 3 bands outside. We just bounced back and forth at the cannery, and it ended up being one of the best fun nights that I've ever done with shows. Just everything went so smooth. All the bands were real nice. All the bands that were in town that were playing Rockin' the Sound were there hanging out, and it turned into just a great pre-party for Rockin' the Sound. It was awesome.
Yeah, it really was.
I thought the turnout that we had was great, and the key to that turnout was what we were talking about earlier, is nobody went away unhappy. The marketing started out with, we knew that we were going to team up with WCPR. They've had success with their own festival, with CPR Fest, and they kind of were able to point us in the right directions as far as advertising, kind of scheduled to do with radio. But outside of that, we had WLOX that came out, did some stories on it, and brought us in before the show to talk about it. And we ran a ton of social media ads across the board, which I think helped out a ton as well. But yeah, CPR, some TV, and social media is where our marketing was at.
Yeah, and we wanted, like Kevin mentioned, thank everybody over at 97.9, because they were very gracious to us and kind of pointed us in the right direction on a lot of things, and were very supportive of this year one event for us. So we've been continuing on doing what we're doing. But right now, as we sit, is when we're about to bunker down, I guess you would say, and really start putting pen to paper with how we want to do year 2, who do we want to have, where do we want to have it, do we want to continue at the same site, but we still have the same passion and still want to deliver the same product and still want to do a part 2. If you want to stay connected to the Sound 228 and Rockin' the Sound 2, you can follow us on all of our social platforms. The easiest way, you go straight to thesound228.com. That's our website. All of our links are there, to our links to our app that we have, which is available on the App Store or Google Play. It's free. It's got all of our social links inside of our app, from our Facebook to our Twitter to our Instagram. We just recently launched a magazine, so that's available in digital form, that is also on thesound228.com. Just another way to bring you closer to the artists that we love and that we hope you'll love, and give them the exposure that, like we base this whole philosophy here at the Sound, is give them the recognition that we feel their music deserves. So yeah, check us out there, thesound228.com. We're on Facebook, Instagram, we're on Twitter, and again, inside the app, and you'll be hearing about it there first.
What was that move that they taught Chuck the bench? You blocked the killer's life move with some confidence. This ain't no
That was cool.
What?
Chaz,
There was.
that's our buddy Chaz, man. Singleton cut that video for us, and it's funny. Look at Matt exploding with the iPhone up here, man. Holy shit, Matt, don't do that again, dude. You like blew the whole camera up. No, but Chaz doing a rock video. Chaz has done so much work for rappers and like rock bands, and he covers everything, man. I think he did a great job on that one. That was cool.
Is that Clown?
Astro Clown Productions.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. I like that guy.
Yeah, and
Great video,
he's a great guy. He's super cool to hang out with and talk to.
So playing that, is that a hint at something? I gotta tease it.
Right. What
So for people watching, Matt and I have no idea
No, we
what's going on.
I didn't know Kevin was going to play that. So
No, seriously, what's going on is Chaz just got us that video.
Yeah.
So nobody's seen it other than myself. Jared hadn't even had a chance to watch it yet.
I hadn't downloaded it yet. No, I hadn't seen it.
So
I love it. Great video.
But that was part of what we wanted to do if we're going to do Rockin' the Sound too, is we want something to show to potential sponsors and things like that of what Rockin' the Sound is.
Right.
And that's what that's part of.
Right. Okay. All right. So
there's not going to be any kind of headliner announcement or anything like that.
No, there's nothing. I'm just teasing it, right? Because I really want to rock. I really want to rock in the sound too. There is nothing that is set in stone or anything like that. We're just talking, but I really want to rock in the sound too because it's going to be killer.
Let's say if there was some kind of an announcement coming, I was going to be like, "Hi, no one has spoken to me. You need to speak to me." Okay, I can't put it out on social media if you don't tell me.
There is no announcement coming. It was just, hey, here's the recap that we finally got.
Yeah.
So
Good show though. Great. You know, it was a good time down there and on the old waterfront there, and you know, there's some killer bands in that lineup.
There definitely was that. There's no doubt about that.
Great show. It was a great
show.
show.
All right, what's the
Grudge
Match?
The Grudge Match. So 52% to 48% is how it ended up. Separated by 3 votes. Your winner is Etched in Embers and Happy Song.
They showed up. How did you do that?
we figured it out on the iPhone yesterday. We were like, so which symbol?
As well, boys.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious because earlier tonight I wanted to tell Russ because he's been commenting all night like how cool that fucking balloon smiley face thing looks like. Like that's really kick ass. And then you do this stupid shit.
There we go. Look.
Yeah.
Jared invested in an iPhone.
They don't know.
That's
See what
okay.
happens
Post
here.
Profit had a great video too. I mean, they're just
look.
It's such great bands on this Grudge Match. What a tough matchup it was.
It is.
And why we do this? We're not putting these bands in there because you know one's better than the other or whatever. It's because we love them, and they're putting out great videos.
Yep.
You know, and
we want the exposure.
Tough decisions
for them.
With you know,
Yeah.
It is. It's if you give us the good music, we're going to put them in a Grudge Match. Simple as that.
Yep. And if you watch the show regularly, we're going to keep saying that because it really means a lot to us for both bands to understand, you know, we want it to be a good, like, competition, I guess you'd say, you know what I mean? Like, we're not going to pick a song that we don't feel can hang with another song. We want the 2 best songs that we know. And I say songs, videos as well, that's out at that time when we pick them. You know, it helps our channel, no doubt. It helps the viewership for sure. But we're still highlighting both videos because
and it helps out bands as well. I'm pretty sure that there's been bands that didn't know about each other on the Grudge Match against each other, and now they've become friends.
Correct.
Yep.
Correct.
Yep. That's right. I mean,
so
it's all about networking and working together to try and elevate everybody's presence. You know what I mean? I mean, there's so much great music that we just want to bring to all of you, bring to the world. And this is our platform for doing so. So that's why we choose who we choose, you know, bring great stuff.
Yep. I want to also personally thank everybody watching live right now. We see the numbers. We thank you for that. And everybody comment, and we try to flash your comments on the screen. Really, we try to get all of them. I know sometimes we miss a few here and there, but you're the people that keep the show rolling and keep that algorithm pumping us out to other people. We appreciate that. I hope everybody's had a chance to at least read the December issue of the Sound 228 magazine. I think it came out really good. Again, it was fun.
Yeah,
I put some
definitely.
good articles in there, right?
Yeah, definitely. I want to give a big shout out to Anne for coming back on writing for the Sound again. You know, she smashed that Love to Hate article. So it's a good pleasure to have her back. I want to do a guilty plug for my show this Saturday. If you love architects, tune into the Sound 1 p.m. on Saturday. Trust me,
it's gonna be worth it.
All right. So our next episode is, and we talked about this. There is no guest for the next episode.
I think it should just be us talking about.
It's the 27th of December. We're going to recap some of the interviews we did in 2023. We are also going to have a grudge match, and it will be Etched in Embers versus Outlier with Dead Man Running. So
you're a dick. You really are a fucking dick.
Well, I just realized we've never had Outlier on the grudge match.
Have we not?
We have not. We may have with another single, but with Dead Man Running, they've never been on.
No.
So anyways, but what I'm saying is, so the 27th, we don't have a guest, but we will all be here. We will be over the next week or so deciding which are some of our favorite interviews from 2023, and we will recap some of those interviews. All those sections where we were doing this, we're going to be playing a lot of them. So that is going to be, and then don't forget, wow, I guess we got to get the poll up pretty soon for the top songs of 2023.
We do.
For our countdown at the end of the year on the radio station. So.
I know the Ladies' Night is going to have their own show of the best of 2023. I know the UK Lowdown is doing their own show for the best of 2023. So if you have any people from UK bands that you think put out the best banging track of 2023, let Matt know. Best banging tracks from the women of rock and metal, hit me up.
And we'll put a poll up for all of the songs that finish number 1 in the Dirty 30 throughout the year, so you guys can vote to who's going to be the number one of 2023. So, got a lot to do within the next couple of weeks.
Oh yes,
indeed.
Thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you on the 27th.
Yep,
on the 27th.
Y'all have a good night.
Night.
Later.